while you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends of the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. Have you continued your investigation where you left off? 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Sainthia. To think the Ascians have grown so brazen as to carry out the work in the plain view. We must indeed uncover their dark designs so that we may take measures against them. I am relying on you, Sainthia. I am to meet with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean, I'm not sure I'm ready, but still. Massive. I vaguely recall some Amal ranting about something like that in the middle of the skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening to you close on account of the fact that their friends are trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that what comes to mind. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One. Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ashground Consortium. According to the Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod has an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is the most eagerly a Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found in Falgard Flood in North Shroud. Let's go take care of something real quick. Sometimes I wonder which is harder to find, a vein of gold or a good man. But I swear, one day I will find the motherlode. My fellows and I live one day at a time, using the proceeds of the morning's haul to buy an evening's tankard. It is an unpredictable way of life, but I will not exchange it for aught else. But please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Yeah, you're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recall what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taking my curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal. Came to claim herself for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we'll not suffer Magdal's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all from helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to prepare her for company. My friends and I call ourselves gold diggers. Why? Because we dream of striking a rich out of stroke. Alright, it's not that funny. I'll shut up now. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. According to the local fauna, only skill known as these could afflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing their finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 other creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? We've already seen what this is. Good work, Avenger. So we're able to find objects that suggest the creatures of our culprits. Nothing. Truth be told, even through bird proof, I wouldn't know what it looks like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Something else I've heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely memories. I'm gonna watch myself, eh? On Sydney Japes' side, there's a rumor been going around. Some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor ran into the great big rocks south of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire stand stick and bow to blow off a piece of the crag. Stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you turn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and we'll give it a gander. Something else you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Measure's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time of Medrod's. Heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, found myself locked in a gaze at the giant eyeball. Let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran for once without looking back. Step in the rocky area west of here in case you had a mind to investigate. monstrous banemite appeared, and you slew it? The creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you have done us great service. You have my gratitude. This does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? A familiar trick of light combined with blind panic. Most folks are too scared to go within yards of rock of rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits dauntless adventure like you, No. Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It is hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. And all safe to say, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with mass danger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sandstick. There's been no promising leads to the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I have been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I missed. It's impossible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it precisely at the same time? It's more, our adventure friend here has had a run-in with a banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that finished eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball things. I would wager an apple to it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why it couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. That means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians. After all, good luck, adventure. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I'm burnt to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Unless you've all forgotten. Unless you've forgotten, it's a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you should want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The servants should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I missed? Aught I may assist you with? Good. Gods be good, not again. Well, I suppose I can make my way to the bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horde sight. Poor woman. Additional deaths have been reported about in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, to what end none can say. Victims have all been young women, all to be found with the faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify the next of their... This button, engraved with the lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. Family sigil or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable to and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry out on your work. If I may make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Miyun. Perhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Present rank is Serpent Private 3rd Class. In order to be promoted to Serpent Private 2nd Class, you must fulfill the following requirements. In the sight of the elementals, I hereby confer upon you the rank of Serpent Private 2nd Class, and all rights and privileges associated with the title. Going forth and do that which brings peace to the 12 Wood and honor to our name. Good evening to you, Sainthia. By a grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? Engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. Says a sharp pair of ear eyes that one. I make no secret about my disinclination towards Gridanians, as you may well know. But I saw a rare sight that would be remiss not to share with a fellow adventurer. Just over yonder in the acorn orchard, I saw a comely maiden, new to these benighted parts, I'd wager, dancing with a gaggle of younglings. 'Twas a dance I had not seen before, and I've seen my fair share. Do they perhaps ready themselves with some fresh trait? After so much doom and gloom, I shouldn't mind a day of merrymaking. Just the thought of excites me. You see what's all about. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what we have. Seems to be a matter decorated button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old. Though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridani culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. The soul in Gridani who does it would be Seguled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Newly come to Gridani, are you? Search your fame and fortune, perhaps. If you have your confidence in your abilities, I urge you to seek the chance to loop of the gods Clover. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the 12 Wood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it's fallen to the gods Clover to pass right. Alas, they're solely on demand. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement the ranks. I am certain you could offer aid, and it would be well received. Day of marrying me. Is that all you adventurers think about? I'm here to teach, my dear lady. From me, these younglings are to learn a most sacred, meaningful, and uniquely uplifting dance. Now, I realize full well the tradition may not hold much of lure for the young, but I didn't think they would up and run away. The manner of discipline is unprecedented. It's all the more surprising considering they obey their tempermaster without demur. But I wouldn't give to know his secrets. I must wait here for my unruly charges. I wonder, though, much ask the man how he took them. How was it that Tempermaster bade came to the children to obey him? Another green adventurer come to play with saws. Apparently not. Speak of my child. So the younglings will not be the dancing master, and I am to provide the solution. As Edith seems able enough, but having no generosity towards herself, she has none for her charges. Give the younglings these on her behalf, and bid them return to the lesson. Bernadette sent you to me? Oh, experience and art. If you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridani, you're right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? But ordinarily, the forest fungars have it sunshine not minority than a nuisance. However, we receive reports in the vast clouds that the creature spores have rendered parts of the Toeswood impassable and crops besides. Periodically curl the fungi population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creature's been spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep the numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the gods cover has more pressing concerns than you can all afford to waste time fighting fungars. You should prove yourself, go to the central shroud and exterminate 6 of the beasts. Use caution and approach them one at a time unless your adventure and cure to be cut disappointingly short. Internet believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist whenever you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hand of ordinary Gordanians. The owner of this button is certainly most certainly willing to do. You wish to take a search to the Gentry's ward northwest of here. Wait, memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who's been particularly seated by the bench of the ward's entrance. His name is Ursadel, and I recently recall him seeing a remarkably similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Scoop with both hands, then look left, up, right, down. Or is it up, down, left, right? I wish you would let me take notes. Oh, boy, this is made of maple. Some mistake. Ha! Nest of the added would tell you the grain of it almost flows, like syrup. Someday I'll be a timber master like him. He wants me to go back to Mr. C's class, doesn't he? He always tells us that you can trust a piece of wood, it's no excuse not to chew. If you're not chewing yourself. Alright, I'm going. I do not believe we are acquainted. Try to continue my thoughts. The signature of the Dartangul family. How is it you came to be in the possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face. Was it marred in any way? I fear as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. Shall reveal to you the truth of her deaths. All on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I was once a manservant and the employee of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gordania, the Dartangul. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadine, a mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed the heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death might well have been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld a disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the coming woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within the chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men. And my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as they went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of the handmaidens to her bed, and proceeded to mutilate the pure girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell on me to dispose of the body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant as I was, but when the time came to return to the house, I would have refused to move. I knew then I could not go back to that place, not after that nightmare I had witnessed. So it was then I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amadine had been. And yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I resolved never to speak of my experience, till you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. The manor I once served in was no less magnificent than those found in the gentry's ward yonder. And magnificent though it should be, for it was formed home of 2 generations of seed seers. However, the elder seed seer before the last declared that he needed not such extravagance, and the abode came to the ownership of the D'Artagnan family. But I don't want to be a dancer. Why can't we just play? I mean, I guess we could dance for fun, but I don't think Mrs. Edith knows how. She's so uptight. Is this one of Master B.H.'s toys? Does it mean there's more if I go back to class? I'm on my way. I'm around because it's boring. All Mr. Edith says is how we're doing it wrong. Hey, that's one of Master B.H.'s. Is it supposed to be a bribe? Then you got yourself a deal, adventuring lady. Well, I don't know what sorcerer you worked, but the younglings are back, and I do believe we reached an accommodation. 'Twould seem I was stricter than I imagined, and loosening up a bit has made a great difference. The dance is the feast of the harvest, to give thanks to Nafika and the elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance unless the matron be angered. It's very, very important. Do you realize I've made the best first impression, having you fetch my students for me? To make it up to you, let me show you the dance. Think of it as a kind of peace offering. Oh, you were born. Oh, you are a born dancer, dear lady. And so say we, and so say we. Come sailors from a sea, show the laddies how it's done. So say we, so say we. Swings his axe and says, remember, shiver, shiver me timbers. So say we, and so say we. Oh, gods, no, Master Beaton, what have you done? You brought a weapon to the sacred dance. The matron forgive us, we're surely doomed. Master Beaton, you scared her off. We were having fun. Timber Master Beaton. Wasn't that a sailor song? How do you know it? Aye, never mind how I know. More to the point, what could have troubled Mrs. Edith so? You did. She said we're supposed to be peaceful till elementals to be upset. You know how uptight she gets. Course of relationships never does run smooth, child. I'll discover this in time. Sever for the White Gate. White Wolf Gate. Do you wish to accept the central shroud?